buterevu bebigenze maaso wali mu kooti gye tuyinza okuyita ey'abantu. Yes, tubitegedde bulungi nnyo. Omulamuzi Alice Komhanji Kawuka asingisizza Christopher Okello Onyum omusango gw'okutta abaana abana ennaku z'omwezi nga 2 omwezi ogwapuli oba ogwokuna omwaka 2026 nabwe kityo era n'amusalira ekibonerezo kya kufa. Ago ge gali kwosya ge galiwo kaakati. Christopher Okello Onyum omulamuzi Alice Komhanji Kawuka amusingisizza omusango ogw'okutta abaana abana oluvannyuma lwa prosecution oba oludda oluwaabi okuleeta obujulizi bwonna obulumika era obukakasa nti ddala kituufu Christopher Okello Onyum yatta abaana ku ssomero oba wali awaterekerwa abaana ku Gaba Early Childhood Development Center egaba ku Community Church. Kaakati wawulira bino nga omulamuzi Alice Komhanji Kawuka amusingisizza gwa kufa era amusalidde ekibonerezo kya kufa. Bingi nno ng'era tusooga nti as expected, yes, nga bwe kibadde kisuubirwa nti ekikolwa kino kyakwata ku bantu bangi era kyannyika bannansi emitima bangi n'abazadde ng'olabira ddala mu kaseera kano mu mbeera gye tuli mu state ebadde nga terina ngeri gyeyinza kuleka Christopher Okello Onyum ono n'ayinaayina bw'atyo agende nga bannansi batolotooma. Era gye biggweredde mwanattu as expected. Yes, Christopher Okello Onyum has been sentenced to death, not life imprisonment, but sentenced to death. This was expected, and this was seen coming, of course. So it is a life imprisonment. No, not a life imprisonment, but a sentence to death. It is, yes. It is a sentence to death for Christopher Okello Onyum. And that sums up, of course, the battle and the prosecution of Christopher Okello Onyum. And this confirms that, yes, indeed, the parents have gotten justice. And this puts to rest the matter of Uganda versus Christopher Okello Onyum. Now, Okello has 14 days, a fortnight, to appeal. Yes, and that means this goes to the Supreme Court, or Court of Appeal rather. This goes to the Court of Appeal or Constitutional Court. Yes, in case he finds either the sentence too harsh for him, whether he feels otherwise, that means that he has a fortnight, 14 days to appeal this Honorable Court's judgment. Now, today, the 30th of April 2026, marks the end of this trial, and the precedent has been set already. In this country with a will, if there is a will and that will manifests and comes with right decisions, indeed justice can be served in less than a fortnight. It can be served in less than a fortnight. So that begs the question of the so many prisoners still languishing in jail most of them who have taken a while without seeing a judge. Speak of the political prisoners. Speak of those who have been in jail since 2019. That confirms that, yes, if there is a will, all those political prisoners can be out of jail, or can get bail, or can be sentenced or convicted in just a fortnight. It is a precedent. I'm relying on that precedent that has been set by, of course, the state, that because this begs a question that if Christopher Okello can be tried through a speedy trial and justice, in quotes, is served in merely 2 weeks, how about the rest of cases? We have so many case backlogs. Land cases, corruption cases, misuse of public funds cases, misuse of public office, so many cases which have piled for years without even the accused coming to court. That begs a question. We have Okello Chivumbi, we have retired Dr. Kano Kizza Besigye, we have Eddie Mutwe, we have John Bosco Chibalama, we have Olivia Lutaya, we have so many Ugandans, even those languishing in jail over lighter offenses compared to Okello's case, murder. We have those who are accused of just wearing or putting on an attire resembling, or a semblance of an attire like that, a semblance or something, a look-alike attire with that or of that of the UPDF. They have been in jail since 2021 election, and they have not been convicted. They are still coming to court as their bail is postponed. A lot of politics. So, this case, more so the mobile high court sessions, they are going to expose and indeed put to test the judiciary and the government. That, yes, indeed, if it took them just a fortnight, just barely 3 weeks, the state has investigated, and the Honorable Court believes that, yes, the evidence that has been brought before the Honorable Court is beyond reasonable doubt to indeed guarantee a conviction and a sentence of a murderer who murdered 4 toddlers. That confirms it is a precedent that has been set. That is a will, that yes, maybe there was a will to prosecute and to sentence Christopher Okello to jail, which is okay, because yes, in a civilized society, no parent, no person would wish to lose life. No person would wish to lose life of their relatives, of their children. No person would wish in a civilized country. Yes, this is applaudable that, of course, a speedy trial has been guaranteed, leave alone the other factors, keeping other factors constant. The independence of the judiciary, the principle of separation of powers, things that came through the president, and the question of rushed versus speedy trial. So, keeping all those factors constant. But yes, do we all believe that, yes, the evidence that has been brought to this honorable court by the prosecution, that it is beyond reasonable doubt to guarantee a sentence, a maximum sentence for Christopher Okello Onyum? If we all believe that way, that confirms that we all believe in this kind of court. If you are excited, if you are so happy about this sentence, about the judgment, that confirms that yes, maybe you're okay, or you're in acceptance of the High Court mobile court sessions. So if you believe that way, that means that you still must believe that even other people, other citizens who are languishing in jail over lighter offenses, for instance, those, I'll give you a scenario of retired Dr. Akikozze Besigye, a person who is charged of terrorism. Same applies to Mwanga Chivumbi, charged with counts of treason, because if you wanted to kill the president, as the state alleges that Dr. Retired Akikozze Besigye wanted to kill the president, which is treasonous. Even no different. This is not different. If indeed there is sufficient evidence to allude to that, why don't you give him a speedy, in quotes, a speedy trial like this one? That confirms that yes, indeed, it's politics at play versus lots of things, including diversion. So we've all followed this case, not because, of course, it attracted lots of attention due to the subject matter and the toddlers and the manner at which this was done, but it raises the eyebrows of those so many citizens out there that yes, indeed, if this man can be tried in just a fortnight, that in just a space of a week, CCTV footage can be released. Just in case, in just a week, reports can be made and the courts of law find them conclusive. Why not do the same on the political prisoners? Why not do the same on those who think otherwise politically, on those with different political affiliations, political prisoners, simply put? Why? Because if you say that, yes, indeed, retired Dr. Akikozze Besigye has spent 1 year in jail over charges of treason and so many, even wanting to kill the president or plotting to kill the president. The subject matter here, I'm not weighing the offenses, but I'm just taking a deep dive into the gesture that has been sent, the precedent that has been set today. I'm not saying that what Okello did is good. No, actually, I applaud that. It is okay. No one deserves to lose it. No parent deserves to lose a child in that way. Let it be natural. Let's just say that, like maybe the kid fell sick. Then we shall have another debate. But if you've convicted this one in just a fortnight, that begs the question, what's happening to the others? Justice has been served to the parents. Kudos. Will justice be served to the parents of the so many political prisoners, the young men and women out there in prison? Will justice prevail? Why has it taken a long time not to prevail? There are those who were abducted and kidnapped in 2019. Their case? Just supporting a political party, an opposition political party that deviates from what the state would take as the right. So, it is a very, very tricky precedent we've set. Now, too, this precedent has been set. The second issue I want to raise is about the sentence. The sentence is to be killed. That's the sentence. Suffering death. We have so many people. For instance, I'll take you back to the massacre that happened in Kasese. So many children, women, of mothers of this country, the UPDF attacked, responded with gunfire, live ammunition to the palace, to the Renzuru Palace, or Musinga's Palace. Those people were killed. Shall we ever see a time when those, or an inquiry into those people who killed those people or who murdered those people? Because it's all murder. This is murdering. We've lost so many people. Remember the 18th and 19th tragedies. November 2020, during the 2021 general campaigns. You remember that? We have so many people who have mercilessly murdered in cold blood the citizens of this country. They have walked scot-free. They are freely moving. This is a precedent that has been set. Shall we see the same incident when still other parents or even lives are lost, people are murdered? It may not be in a similar manner, but it's murder. The key word here is murder. Will the mobile court still sit? Will it be summoned? Will it be done in the same manner, in the same way? These are random questions. I'm just asking myself these hard questions. Is it going to be now business like this? Are we going to take business like this? In case, yes, someone gets a gun and takes a life of another citizen, shall the state prosecute that murderer in the same manner? Because it's the precedent we are setting. And shall mobile courts like this continue in such scenarios? Or these are questions directed to the state. So we are waiting to see. It's a precedent, I'm telling you. It's a precedent that has been set, which raises eyebrows and for the concentration of the citizenry in the coming days, to see whether indeed this similar occurrence can happen even to other cases, other similar cases of murder. This is the precedent that has been set. It's applaudable. However, will there be consistency of deliverance of justice, or there will be a selective application of the law? We have so many people who have been murdered. Those who murdered Andrew Felix Kawesi, Afande Chirumira. So many citizens have lost their lives mercilessly, even to poor misuse of the gun power. There are those who have lost their lives to impunity. There are those who have lost their lives through impunity. And those people walk freely and they are still with us. Okay, now the precedent may not work retrospective. Now, let's start today. Muhammad Mwanga Kivumbi is accused of murdering. Mwanga Kivumbi is facing charges of murder. Why isn't he in this mobile court as well? Because we are talking about the precedent that has been set. Is it going to be selective? And who decides on how this must come into play? Who decides? Who makes the decisions? Because Muhammad Mwanga Kivumbi is the deputy president of NUP from Uganda, representing, deputizing Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu and Bobi Wine. Will the same come into play? These are questions. For those of you who have not had the time to hear the judgment, I think I'm gonna leave this to you. You have a recap of this, but we shall have a deep and thorough analysis into the application of course, the mobile high court sessions. We shall discuss the judgment, the ruling, and have a deep dive into this issue. So I'm still here. I will give you a recap of the judgment. I've seen someone in the comment section. I think there are those who have just joined us. So let me give you a recap of the ruling and the judgment. Stay right here. My name is Moses Wamala.